Getting to the money, I be getting to the back. People think I'm funny cause I always make them laugh. I ain't even being funny, I be really spitting facts. I'm about balance and I got talents. Every challenge I overcome. Low-key is savage, never be average. Give me a task and I'll get it done. Minding my business whenever I come in. I'm hitting in business while I'm having fun. I ain't worried about winning, but that would be dumb cause there's no competition. I already won, huh? Yeah.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Astrologiks, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be discussing another 2025 transit, which is Jupiter entering into Cancer on June 9th of 2025. And Jupiter lives in the ninth house and it rules over the sign of Sagittarius. And this can be themes around your worldview, philosophy, religion, spirituality, culture, morals, ethics, beliefs, legislation. This could be higher spiritual law, higher education, like universities and colleges. This could also be travel, long distance travel, like into other countries. This could also be marketing, podcasts, YouTubers, public service announcements, public speaking, writing a book or publishing. Yeah. And Cancer is a cardinal water sign. And so cardinal energy takes action. And so we could be taking action towards a lot of Cancer themes in very big, big ways because Jupiter is optimistic. It's luck and expansion. And so we might be taking real big action towards Cancerian themes. And Jupiter actually likes being in Cancer. It's exalted in Cancer. And so I really feel like this can bring a lot of luck to Cancer people in a big way. And a lot of luck even towards Cancerian themes. And yeah, Cancer lives in the fourth house and is ruled by the moon. And so the moon is your emotions, how you process your emotions. This could also be your mother, home and family matters. On the world stage, we're definitely talking about the land and where you come from, where you originate from, where you were born. This could also be your hometown, where you grew up, memories, generational curses, your lineage, your history. photos, memories, the past, reminiscing, house parties, cookouts, get-togethers, what do you call those things when your whole generational family comes together from all over and they have a big cookout? I don't know why I can't remember the name of what the heck it is. Hopefully I wrote it in my notes here somewhere, but um yeah, this is real estate, property, land, um, Airbnb, food, nutrition, nurturing, motherhood, parenting. Yeah, and I feel like you guys kind of get the hint there. And I actually am excited about this transit. My moon is in Cancer in the 10th house, so I'm like excited to see how this all plays out. By the way, having Mars in Cancer and Mars in Leo for this long stretch, a period of time, and it going retrograde and such. Whatever's going on when Mars is in Cancer, you might want to take note of that. I did do a video, you can go back and check it out, just to hear some more of the themes and what's happening, because this is going to come up again in some way, shape, or form for the whole year. You can uh, best believe. Well, again, something else that's happening now will be coming back up in a big way, dependent on how you're dealing with Mars being in Cancer and whether you're learning what message or lesson Mars in Cancer is trying to teach you. And so I'll obviously talk more about that when we get closer to the date, but just to keep it in mind, family, if you find this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want a reading, or if you want to become a Patreon member where you get weekly astrology readings specific to you and your chart, you're able to ask questions and dive deeper into the astrology of your chart. I would check that out on my website. All my information is in the description box below. Yeah, let's keep going with this. And so when you put the two together, this can be a time to analyze your emotions. You can receive growth and expansion through real estate, growth in your home environment. This could be a lot of home improvements or decorating your home or growing your family. So there could be a lot of pregnancies. I'd even be willing to bet a lot of marriages, because Jupiter is the husband in astrology. And this could also be a lot of interactions with um, your significant others, family members as well. And so this could be a coming together of two sides of a family. If you really, really, really want to benefit from Jupiter being in Cancer, nurture these ideas that I speak about in here, write them down. I'd make a board of the topics that you relate to the most, so that you can start doing some manifesting on how you want this to play out for you. People can become homesick at this time, meaning if you weren't raised or born from the place where you are, you might decide to move back or just move in general. This is about your home environment, and so something can be making you ill or not feeling nourished or happy, even, that makes you feel like it's time to go. Especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. with Trump winning presidency, I've noticed a lot of people saying that they're moving out of the country. And I think we can see a lot more of that. Or just, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be out of the country, but people in general could just be deciding to move to a more family oriented area. Um, if you have a big family or somewhere that's more like homey, family oriented. People might be looking for environments like that. I feel like Mars and Cancer can be telling you that something's coming, and it's Mars is our instincts. And people might not know it, but they could be feeling instinctually that it's time to move, right? And so, again, cardinal energy is about taking action towards Cancerian themes. And I think the presidential election is bringing a lot of that instinctive energy of like, it's time for us to go, it's time for us to build family connections, etc., stronger connections with family and things of that nature. I think these themes are going to be extremely huge during this time. Um, so if it's not your home country, it could be your hometown that you're feeling like homesick from. This is also a really good time to resolve any issues with parents, especially your mom or yourself as a parent. And it's a good time to do some serious healing work in the places where you feel like you lack or fell short in some way, shape, or form. It could be easier to understand where your parents are coming from during this transit. You might work from home, gain more family value, um, learning and understanding the power of family, spending more time with them, caring for them, nurturing them, being generous to them. There could be, again, a lot more house guests, house parties, house warming parties. We can become extremely needy at this time, but also we can have the opportunity to build stronger emotional connections with family. You might put on some weight during this transit, especially if you're not feeling at home or in the right frame of mind. This could also lead to more drinking or over drinking. And so be careful for that. You can become more sensitive and intuitive. We can be more moody, cry a lot, or have emotional outbursts. We might even become a little bit more overprotective, like the mama bear type of energy, or become a homebody. Nutrition and food and eating can become more popular. I feel like it's already pretty popular, but it could be it could be a field that kind of grows extensively during this time. You could be looking for the perfect mother, or again, changing your motherhood style. You could even like take some teaching, some courses around motherhood or teaching motherhood to your children in some way, some kind of skills around that. This could even be how to be more domestic, maybe taking some classes around that, or your domestic duties can grow and evolve more over this time. A lot of thinking about the past, more reminiscing, going down memory lane, talking about how you were raised, um, um, how you grew up. Um, I have a son with a stellium in Cancer, and if I already know how this is going down. Like he always comes in here and reminds me of stuff from way back when. And I'd be like, oh shoot, I do remember that. Like he always gets me going back into time. It's I feel like in this way it's going to be a good time of just remembering or going looking through old photos, um, or creating those new memories for yourself in some way. Making it a point to have more family time, however that looks to you. I think there's going to be a lot more stuff like that going on. Cooking with your kids, doing things together, watching movies, having a dinner at the table. This can be very traditional, because the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, right? And so we could be bringing back some of those old traditional family themes, um, that I think uh, is well worth it. We can see more cooking shows, um, um, or bring back home economic classes, or again, there's just more podcasts and YouTubers and information out there about these themes. You can gain wealth through real estate, investing in real estate, investing in Airbnb, or this could be like more than one property in different locations, or a vacation home, where in another country or city, or state. Um, Family is a form of currency as well. And so when you invest in family, the same way respect is a form of currency and social connections are a form of currency, family is the root of that ideal. And it kind of reminds me of, you know, when you think back to why people have, you know, polygamy. The reason why polygamy was even created, what back when it was created, was because there were a lack of people to get things done. And so polygamy was created to bring people together to create more family, more people, in a way to get more things done. And over time, that ideal has evolved into having bigger families so that you can start a business. Or, you hear people joke about, you have a baseball team for a family, right? Because you got like 5 or 6 boys. Little innuendos or compliments or statements like such, um, really come from this idea of your family is your business, your family is your currency, your family investment is probably the most important investment that you can ever have, because you can raise them to, I mean, whatever your goals and ideals are, to make something bigger of, so that it can be passed down from generation to generation. And now you have a corporate business essentially through the children that you have, depending on what it is you're building or creating. Um, and so whenever you see a big corporate business, you always see the family tree. The the top is the corporate. These all come from the foundations of a family structure and how important that is. I've talked about this in other videos. If you've been following me for a long time, you know. But essentially, this gives you the opportunity to bring that ideal back in some way for whatever reason, depending on, where this is playing out for you in your chart. And so, I do think that ideal will become more highlighted at this time. Um, and people might invest in it again, or learn more about it in some way. Um, Yeah, even if you're not building some kind of corporate structure, again, it's another form of generational things to pass down. I think of like slavery, um, um, how they made the quilt, and each quilt was something significant of a map on how to get away. Um, that's something that can be passed down from uh, generation to generation. Now, obviously, the quilt doesn't have to be predicated upon slavery. I remember watching a Family Matters episode where the grandmother had a quilt that had been passed down from each generation, and each family member whom it was passed down to added a piece of fabric to that quilt. And this idea in some way is tells about each generation, whatever that person decided to share. It could be things like that. Uh, it could be passing down a wedding dress from mother to daughter, passing down a home to your next generation of children, um, being able to host weddings at a home, wedding receptions at a home. Again, just information and knowledge about the family lineage, a home business, um, you know, things of this nature. They really are priceless. Um, and I think these things are going to be pretty prevalent, or highlighted or started or rethinking these things during this time. You can also learn different traditions, cultures, recipes, homeopathic remedies, knitting, sewing, again, the food industry, catering, wellness is going to be a big theme, or nurturing or caring for children, babies, daycares, um, um, home daycares. Um, these things can grow um, around this time. The nutrition of a baby, how important it is. Some things can come up, or again, you'll just be more in tuned with that. Or again, making meals that are nutrition for your family. Um, the importance of that. And yeah, things of that nature. Tourism can grow, family vacations can grow, the taxi industry. I know it's Uber's kind of taken over taxis. I don't even think there are taxis anymore. It'd be interesting. I haven't been to New York in a while to see if taxis have kind of taken over the way. Um, uh, if Ubers have been taking over taxis the way it has out here in Boston, but that'll be an interesting topic to see. Hospitality um, services can grow extensively. Um, yeah, I feel like I did hear something about Airbnbs being like uh, limited in some places, so we'll have to see how whatever's going on in the world might affect real estate. But essentially, I do feel like Jupiter brings gifts and it's more optimistic and positive, unless there's some squares or something, and I haven't gone as far to see. But I do know when Pluto first moved into Capricorn back in 2008, there was already a real estate um, big problem then. And so maybe that's being recorrected, and Jupiter can be like just throwing money at people, lowering interest rates, just making housing and homes more affordable in some way, shape, or form in order to do something for that particular um, field. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep an eye out on it. It'll be interesting to see. We can also see more history teachers, historical artifacts. can become a major theme. Emotional intelligence can be studied more. Family patterns can be studied more. How to process negative emotions, counseling, teaching, and be careful for becoming a couch potato. And so, family. This is my interpretation and predictions for Jupiter entering into Cancer in 2025. As usual, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.